Hello Internet, and welcome to this quick video on the sine rule. This is perfect for GCSE Maths as it covers everything you will need to know about the sine rule. We can first say that the sine rule is used in triangles that do not have a right angle. If you're looking to find a side or angle in a triangle with a right angle, then you'll be using SOHCAHTOA, and I have a video about that up on my channel. Now, we're first going to label the triangle A, B, C at each point, and A is going to want to be the angle that you do not know. Always. This isn't necessary for the sine rule, however, is necessary for other rules, so it's good to get into a habit of doing this. The sides are going to be opposite the angles, and they're going to be the lowercase value of each of those letters. So for instance, capital C is the angle over there, and opposite capital C is the lowercase c on the side. This is vital. Now, moving on to the sine rule itself. Let's take a look at this triangle, where you can see I've already labelled it for you. Now, we use the sine rule when we have a cross in the triangle. By this I mean, if we take an angle and then that we are given and cross over to a side, we can see that, for instance here, angle A, or 65 degrees, crosses over to the line CB, or the line A, which is what we want to find. Similarly, angle B, or 40 degrees, crosses over to AC, or B, which is 5 centimeters, and then we get this cross shape from those two lines. When we have this cross shape, we're definitely using the sine rule. So, what is our sine rule? We could say that A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C, or sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C. To make it easier when you are substituting your values and rearranging, you're going to want to have your unknown value on the top of your fraction, and that's why I've given you these two versions of the sine rule. So for this question here, we're going to have A, as A is the value we want, over sine 65 equals 5 over sine 40. You simply choose the part of the sine rule that you need to use and substitute your values in. To rearrange this equation, we're going to times both sides by sine 65 to then get A as sine 65 times 5 over sine 40, which will give us a nice answer of 5.55 centimeters for A. Now, let's take a look at another example, where this time we're going to be finding an angle. So, here is our sine triangle with all of our values in it, and we can obviously draw our crosses in just to make sure we are definitely using sine here. This time we want to find angle A. So, as we need an angle, we're going to use the second sine rule, as we want our unknown value on top, meaning we have sine A over 8 equals sine 60 over 9. We're going to times both sides by 8 so that we can get rid of the 8 denominator on the left, where we get sine A equals 8 times sine 60 over 9. Now, here is where we're going to use our inverse sine rule. If you need another look at this, I do have a video. It's in the SOHCAHTOA video, as it comes up in more detail there. But basically, we're going to write A as sine to the power of minus 1 times 8 times sine 60 over 9. And this should give us a nice answer of 50.34 degrees. And that's it. It's really that simple.